Good morning. Today I'm going to talk to you about four forces that act on an aircraft, right? So what are the four forces? One is thrust, other one is drag, then weight, and the next one is lift. So these are the four forces will act on an aircraft. For example, the thrust is produced by the engines, right? It will act through the longitudinal axis towards the flight path, right? That's the thrust. One that is opposes that force is called drag, that pulls the aircraft backwards. So that is drag. So one is thrust, the opposing that one is a drag. Then you have a weight. Weight is a total mass of an aircraft multiplied by gravitational force will give you the weight. The weight will act always straight down towards the ground. It doesn't matter what position is the aircraft. The weight will act always straight down like this, right? If the aircraft is like this, weight will be like this. If the aircraft is like this, weight will be like this. It will act always downwards towards the ground, right? It will act from the point called center of gravity. It acts from the point called center of gravity, right? So center of gravity, there is a limit. It's called center of gravity envelope. Within that range, it will move back and forth. Not always, because it's a fixed area, but more than that, when the aircraft is flying, when the fuel burns, the weight might change, so that the center of gravity location might change a bit. Not much, little bit. Then the last one is the lift. Lift will act from the center of pressure, right? Lift will act from the center of pressure. It will act perpendicular to the flight path. If the aircraft is stationary like that, the lift will be acting perpendicular to the flight path. If the aircraft is moving this way, the same way it goes like that, right? If the aircraft is flying this way, the lift will be acting from the center of pressure perpendicular to the flight path, right? Not straight up, it's perpendicular like that, 90 degrees, right? Then what happens when the aircraft is ascending, is going up like that, then when the aircraft is keep on going ascending like that, then there's a limit. After that, it will stall. Why? Because it can't produce any more lift, because it's going this way and it's stalled. What that angle we call critical angle. The critical angle means if the angle of attack means the angle between the chord line and the relative airflow, right? So if the chord line is like this, chord line is the line on the wings, and relative airflow is the angle that hits the air, right? If the angle of attack is increasing, if it is more than 16 degrees, around 16 degrees, we call a critical angle. The moment it passes that, aircraft will stall, right? So these are the four forces that determine the aircraft. When the aircraft is flying level flight up in the sky, what will happen? All four forces will be equal. I mean, lift will be equal to weight, and the thrust will be equal to the drag, right? So the aircraft will keep on going steadily like that. If the thrust is more than the drag, aircraft will move forward. If the lift is more than the weight, it will lift off. So once it reaches the certain altitude, if it is in a level flight, flying continuously, then all four forces will be equal, right? So these are the basic fundamentals of forces. When it's on the ground, you'll see only what? Weight, nothing else. No other forces will act on it, right? Right. So those are the four forces. Okay. So we'll see you in another video with a nice topic, right? Flying is safer than driving. Thank you. Bye.